Are you a business owner or author? Advertise on the I Am Dr. Sharon Show. The Dr. Sharon Show will promote your business with viewers across the United States and beyond. Contact us, iamdrsharonshow.com for more information.
Welcome to the I Am Dr. Sharon Show presents It's All Business. I am Dr. Sharon. I'm so excited to be with you today. I am so excited to have my co-host. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, we're so excited. Before we do our introductions, we're going to do our sponsor thank yous because we know we love our sponsors.
Yes, we do.
I want to thank James Adele Custom Clothier. Also, the second Women's Retreat. I hope I got that right. Powerhouse
Yes.
Women's Retreat. We want to thank you so much for sponsoring It's All Business. And so we're going to start with our wonderful co-host with introductions. If this is the first time that you've joined us, this segment is about business and entrepreneurship. Sharon Lawrence, how are you?
Hey, hello everyone. Sharon Lawrence here. I am the owner and primary therapist for Sailor Wellness and Therapeutic Services, located in Largo, Maryland, where I provide therapy to therapists, professionals, and couples. I'm also a speaker, author, and trainer. So I'm super excited to be here again, just doing what we do.
Exactly. And Crystal Peace, we're glad to have you back.
Yes,
Crystal,
yes.
please
Good
introduce.
morning, everyone. I am Crystal Peace. I am the CEO and founder of the Peace Group, and we're located here in Clinton, Maryland. The Peace Group, we specialize in helping small businesses with meeting planning, event planning, as well as getting your small business up on the charts. I'm also a new author. I have a book coming out soon, Trials to Triumph. You don't know my story.
Yes.
That'll be released in 2 weeks.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Absolutely. Awesome. And we have a guest host today. We are so excited. She is not a stranger to the I Am Dr. Sharon Show. She is my personal makeup artist, and I love her to death. Miss Linette Michelle Howard, please introduce yourself.
I am Linette Michelle Howard, and I am Sharon's personal makeup artist. So I am a traveling makeup artist, so I travel to wherever my clients need me. I am primarily based in the DMV, and I just launched a new ministry called Extreme Beauty Ministry, where I dig deep for women so we can discover the beauty that is inside of them that they, really are not even aware of. So that's what I do. You can, I guess, reach me on social media.
Yes.
So do we do that now or do I wait for that? Okay. So yeah, that's
So
me.
what about all of upcoming events? We know that we'll talk about it at the end, but we want to share with the people what's going on now. So any upcoming, and you stay busy, Sharon Lawrence.
Oh, God.
You have several things coming up.
Yeah, I'm trying to slow down. Believe it or not, somebody threw something at me last night, and I was like, "Don't do that. Don't do that," because I don't know how to say no to stuff. So I have to get better. I'm not bad at it, but Okay. But I have 2 things coming up. The first one is in 1 week. I'm doing the quarterly networking event for mental health professionals. And the twist about this one is that we're adding students to the mix.
Awesome.
So I have partnered with Bowie State University in several of their student organizations. And so we're going to have a number of licensed professionals there in the helping profession who are going to help students. We also have a panel that is going to be filled with clinicians as well as Miss United States 2018, because she's also a psychotherapist. A lot of people do not know that about her. So we're super excited about that event. And then also in October, I'll be in New Jersey talking about mental health, healthy relationships, and self-care.
And I'll be at that first event conducting interviews. So
I'm super excited to have you there. And in New Jersey, y'all come out. It's on Eventbrite. We're looking for people to come and join us at First Baptist Church of Linden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Crystal, with the book release coming, you have a
Yes.
book signing right here in the
yes.
DMV.
Yes, the book signing is October the 12th. From 2 to 4 p.m. and it'll be located at 7925 Old Branch Avenue. Invitations will be sent out within the next couple of days. We just kind of finalized the date yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm really excited because this is something new, and it's on the pre-launch of me reorganizing the Peace Group with, adding different facets to the organization to kind of keep the train moving.
I love it. Linette, what's going on with you?
Not too much going on. The only thing I'm gonna be back here on the 20th to do Forgiveness Nation with Kiana.
Yes.
We're just gonna talk about how Extreme Ministries just was birthed, how it came about, and so that is what I have so far.
Okay.
I have some other things in the work, but it's a secret, so I can't tell you.
Okay, we don't want you spilling secrets. Well, awesome, guys. We are so excited. We have guests that's just so phenomenal this Sunday. I'm so excited.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break. Our first guest is none other than Tameika Devine. She is extraordinary. I just cannot wait to introduce you. So you better stay right there. We'll be right back after her bio, and we're going to dive in with some wonderful questions for Miss Tameika. We'll be right back.
Our guest today is Tameika Devine on It's All Business. Tameika is an elected official, attorney, and a leading expert and speaker on work-life integration for busy working moms whose insights have been featured in CNN, MSNBC, Forbes, Jet Magazine, and more. As a busy working mom and wife, Tameika understands the challenges that can come with trying to excel both at home and at work. Tameika's personal passion is in helping working moms conquer overwhelm in order to perform their best at work and at home. She is an advocate for women in leadership and speaks on work-life balance integration, leadership and networking, and political and community engagement. Additionally, she has authored multiple books including Think Like a CEO, Act Like a Mom, The Pursuit of Work-Life Integration, where she shares the perfect blend of sage advice and personal antidotes to explain how working moms can truly have it all. First selected in 2002 at the age of 29, Tameika is currently in her 5th term on council and currently in her 3rd year serving as Mayor Pro Tem in Columbia, South Carolina. She is a partner in the law firm of Jabber and Isaac, PA. She is also the founder of the Possibilities Institute, LLC, a peak performance public speaking, coaching, and consulting firm specializing in working with women leaders and working moms. And now our guest, Tameika Devine.
back. Our first guest, Tameika Isaac Devine. Let's hear it for Tameika. So excited. Oh my goodness. We met, what, a couple months ago? Maybe early summer?
Early summer.
Yes.
It was like May,
Right.
May, early June.
Yes, and we found out we were sores. And we was like, okay, we've got to connect when you get back to the DMV. And here you are. Elected official, author, entrepreneur. You do it all. Welcome to It's All Business.
Thank you so much, ladies, for having me. I'm so excited to be
Absolutely.
here.
And you know we got some questions for you. I'm going to start off because I know I follow you, and I know one of the things that you do specifically is make sure you have a line drawn between your elected official responsibilities and your entrepreneur world. That's one of the things that I have to do as well, being a public school educator, and all that I do. And I just wanted to ask, how do you find to maintain that separation?
So that's a great question. And I think, first of all, it's for my own mental benefit, but also understanding that as a public servant, as a giver, as we all are, you cannot give so much to other folks and not have something for yourself. Right. And being an entrepreneur is something I've always wanted to do. My parents are entrepreneurs, so it was always ingrained in me at a young age. But quite honestly, with being a public official, being an entrepreneur gives me the flexibility to serve the community because I'm able to make money on my own terms.
Yes.
And so, but being a public official, you got to have that line drawn because so many folks feel like, you know, if you're a giver, they want you to continue to give. And if you give all the time, then you're not going to make any money as an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
So I've been very intentional at drawing that line just because I understand that in order to do what God has for me to do in this season and be able to give, I got to have the finances to do that. And so the line I draw very distinctly is to say, look, this is my professional endeavors, this is my entrepreneurship, and it allows me the flexibility, the autonomy, the finances to do the stuff to give as a public servant.
Wow, awesome.
That is awesome. So I know one of your topics that you speak on is you can have it all. And can you elaborate on that? Because when people think of that, they always have this mindset that they have to be limited on what they can accomplish, what they can do. Can you speak to what that really looks like for someone trying to achieve success, trying to achieve the financial success as well, but also that emotional component that comes along with it? Because you talked a little bit about the whole trying to balance it out, but can you elaborate on you can have it all?
Definitely. So I think it goes exactly back to what you're talking about with mindset. So I think that so many times society has taught us, specifically as women, that you can't have it all. You have to trade off being a wife or being a mom or being an entrepreneur or C-suite, professional because you can't do it all. And the thing that I have come to realize is it's a mindset shift. Really disavowing societal expectations and what other people put on you and defining what all is for me. And so what for all is for me is that I live a life that allows me to excel professionally, but I'm very, very intentional about being, a helpmate to my husband and being a great mom and being a great daughter. And so, I find ways to integrate. That's why I say work-life integration. This weekend I'm here for political reasons. We used it as a couple's getaway as well. So my husband came with me. We did the professional stuff. We did the couple stuff. We took time together. And so that is kind of, for me, that's all. And so what I think for women, well, for anybody, but for specifically women, is we've got to recognize what is all for us, what is important, what drives us. And when you tap into what your real why is and what drives you, that will motivate you to find a way to design the life that you want. And your life may not look like someone else's. And that's what is so important, especially in this day and age with social media. People look at other folks and like, oh, this is how I need to have it, or I must be failing because, Tameika can do it, so why am I not being able to do it?
Right.
Yeah.
What's all for Tameika may not be all for you, but you not figure out what all is for you. And then once you decide that and your mindset shifts and you say, okay, yes, I can have it all.
then you strategize on how do you get that done. And that may be, what time and what priorities you do, what things you say no to. You talked about that, what you say no to. And that's what you say no to is just as important as what you say yes
That's right. Yes.
Right.
Thank you so much. And you answered the second question, which was talking about how do you make sure people focus on themselves and not comparing to what other people have on their social media highlight reel. Right? Because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So thank you. Yeah.
So, Tameika, in putting all of that together, when you talk about the work-life balance and having it all, I have a couple of friends who are also entrepreneurs. And for us as women, sometimes it is kind of hard with, really putting down, either on paper. For me, I have to start writing things down to try to keep the train moving. What are some of the things that you've done to kind of, keep that balance there in terms of getting yourself organized to keep the balance going with your, being a giver, a wife, and a public servant?
So I think it's very important, again, to be intentional and write it down. I'm like you, Crystal. I write it down. The Lord says, write the vision, make it plain. Right. So I have my vision written down. I have what are my goals, and then I go back and strategize on how to figure that out. So a couple of key tips as far as organization. One of the things, like Sunday afternoons, evenings are like kind of our family planning time. So my husband and I will meet. We have a family meeting. We talk about what his schedule is for the week, what my schedule is for the week, what goals do we have individually, and how we can support each other in our goals. And then when we're able to do that on Sunday, then we're able to organize. And so then I know what my week's going to look like. I know what I can say yes to, what I can say no to, what my time is going to look like. And I plan that schedule. I also am a big proponent on what I call hiring your weakness. Recognizing that just because something is on your to-do list doesn't mean it's something that you personally need to do. And so I look at, how you delegate or hire out stuff that you don't necessarily need to do. And that's, I think, a big thing because, again, as women, we feel like we need to do everything. We need to clean the house. We need to cook the dinner. We need to go to the grocery store, all that stuff. I don't do hardly any of that anymore. I have someone who helps me get the house straight. I've got, I use one of the food services that goes and does my grocery shopping for me. And so that allows me to have the time necessary to do what's important, which is working on my business, spending time with my family, strengthening my relationship with God, whatever is important to me. I do those, and then I find other ways that I can get the other stuff that needs to be done that doesn't necessarily need to be done by me, by someone else.
That leaves me with no question. In my mind, I had everything I was going to ask because after reading your bio last night, I was like, oh my God, there's no way she does all this. It's like a superwoman packed all into one. And so I'm struggling just to have time for my husband, have time for my 6-year-old, and then have time for me. And that dynamic is just a struggle. I mean, there are times where I have to lock myself in the bathroom just to get some quiet time because this one playing a game and this one is watching, what's the show he likes to watch?
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. So I need that time in my mind to just be quiet. I don't want to talk. I don't even want to hear myself talk. I overheard you just say that you write things down. Mm-hmm. So I picked up that tip because I was thinking to myself, okay, in order for me to organize things, I'm going to have to write it down, right? Mm-hmm. And so what is another strategy that you use? I heard you say you guys turned this into a couples trip because oftentimes I have to travel for makeup. And a lot of times I have to, take my husband with me, and it is possibly somewhere he's never been or I've never been, and so he goes with me, and so and also my 6-year-old goes, which is a lot, and so what other tips can you give me for trying to balance? It is a lot to balance.
So one of the things I'd say for, and I write things down. I have my to-do list and things, but I make sure I keep a master calendar. And so my calendar has everything on it. And I tell people that my calendar needs to reflect my priorities. And so if family is a priority, then family time, things like that is on my calendar. If me time is a priority, which it is, my facials, my spa day, all that is on there. So I think, understanding, a lot of us put like appointments on our calendar. And you have to do that. You don't want to miss an appointment, especially if something's going to make you some money. But you also don't want to neglect what's important to you either. And so I tell people that your calendar, if someone looks at my calendar, they should have no question as to what my priorities are, because my priorities are reflected on the calendar. So I think that's really important because it reminds you of what drives you. But the other thing you said when you talked about, sometimes you take your 6-year-old and you're like, that's a challenge. But look at those as experiences. I mean, for me, I travel a lot for work and for business. And whether it's a couple's trip, whether it's a family's trip, we try and pull it all together. And I look at those as experiences because my kids, I've got a 2-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 14-year-old. Wow. Yes. So I have a wide range, and having 3 kids at 3 different ages, they want different things, but we try and make an experience out of the trips that mommy has. So mommy might have to go I have a trip coming up to San Antonio. Everybody's going. So during that trip, we're going to plan some things as a family and give them an experience, stuff that they're not learning in school. And so I think those are some of the things that you can do, because for your business to grow, you got to travel.
Yes.
For you to be able to provide for them financially, that's something. So look at that a way that it's important to the family, because the other thing that will do is it will teach your 6-year-old growing up, number one, that I can do anything I want to because I saw my mom do it, and for her not to sacrifice what's important because of other things. The other thing that it will do is it will give them experiences and have that quality time, because once they get older and out of the house, they're gone. You can't get back that time. And I think sometimes we're so into, making money or building this or working, and we said we're doing this all for our families, but we're not necessarily giving our families the thing that they need, which is us. And so that's what I'm really trying to do. And so I use an opportunity for the experiences that I have. My kids have met almost every single presidential candidate. Wow. And that's something that, affords me. So a sacrifice that I have sometimes for being a political official, the flip side of that is I'm able to give my kids some great experiences. So look at what experiences traveling and building your business you can share with your family. And I think that's a great strategy, because that will allow you not only to not feel guilty about working and all the stuff that you're doing, but it also will give them an appreciation for what you do and why you work so hard and why you are, trying to take your business to the next level, because it's all about, the family and what you can ultimately help provide for them.
Wow, I tell you, it's just so intriguing. It really is. And you have your daughter who is on her way. She's an author now, so now you're traveling with her and doing great things. So it's definitely paying off that she see you doing those things. So I congratulate you on all of your success.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So anything coming up that you want to share with everyone? I know you got a busy schedule, but what would you like to share with the viewing audience?
So I would just share with folks, and you can connect with me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Tameika Isaac Devine, Facebook, Tameika I Devine, and LinkedIn, Tameika Devine. I know everybody says you got to be consistent on all of them, so I'm going to change it. But if you Google Tameika Isaac Devine, you'll see me. And then on Twitter, I'm T.I. Devine, and on YouTube, I'm Tameika Isaac Devine. But I ask people just follow me. I'm always doing stuff like, actually, even tonight when I get home, I'm starting a 7-day series, the seven days to success. And every single day, I'm going to give a different success tip. That's going to be on Facebook Live. So follow me on social media. You'll hear all the stuff that I'm doing. I will also be doing some more webinars and teleseminars, because part of what I do is, again, it's a business, but it's also a way to empower women. I get so disappointed when I feel like women feel like I cannot do this because of ... And I want more women to understand that we have to do it because, it says, going back to the Bible told us that you were created for such a time as this. This is our time, and especially when you talk about Black woman magic, we got it going on. We got to all be able to tap into our inner power, and that's where I feel like I'm in the season of my life is sharing that with women. So connect with me on all my social media, follow me, and then also my blog is A Devine Life. And Devine actually stands for doing everything victoriously while intentionally navigating expectations. Okay. I'm excited this week, the Today Show Parenting picked up one of my blogs.
Awesome. Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm going to be writing more, and I'm going to be sharing just the thing about, being a working woman that's a wife and a mom and a career professional. And so tap into my blog as well.
I love it. And your daughter has a book signing coming up.
Yes.
Please share that.
My daughter, my 9-year-old, Jade Lauren Devine, has a book. Her book is a children's book called The Dolls Come to Life. Yeah. She has a book signing this Saturday in Columbia, South Carolina at the Jubilee Festival. She'll be sharing the stage with Karen Parsons, Hillary from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So I'm super excited about that. And Jade, actually, she's gotten out there more than I do. She has shared her book with Hill Harper. Oh, so if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see she had Hill Harper has her book. Also, Eva Marcel has her book and has shared it with her daughter. And then she also, Julian Castro, I told you, they met all this. His daughter has her book. So she's got more celebrities.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah, follow her because she's working on her second book now and as a 9-year-old. So.
I tell you, it is awesome, right? I love it. And so this is your standing invitation. Anytime that you're in the Washington, D.C. area, please stop by the I Am Dr. Sharon show. We would love to have you.
Wow, great. I'm sorry. One more thing, Sharon, if I could say too. I forgot. I got all these different things I do. Our website is possibilitiesinstitute.com, but also my husband and I have a show. It's called Date Night with the Devine.
Okay,
where we share with other couples about how do you support each other, and that we air on Facebook every third Monday. So tomorrow night we'll have Date Night with the Devines. So check us out as well.
Awesome, guys. Oh my goodness, Tameika Isaac Devine, such a pleasure to have you in studio today. We are so honored. So thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So guys, we're going to take another quick break, but when I tell you you do not want to go anywhere, the Furlough Cheesecake sisters are right here in studio. We're going to hear all about their story, and at the end, it is time for a pop-up shop to buy some of this wonderful cheesecake. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Be a part of the movement. The HBCU Experience Anthology is currently looking for lead authors and contributing authors to share your HBCU experience. This will be a collaboration project with alumni from your institution. Contact info@perfecttimeshp.com for details. We are giving back to our HBCUs. Currently on board is North Carolina A&T State University, North Carolina Central University, Winston-Salem State University, Fayetteville State University, South Carolina State University, Kentucky State University, Morgan State University, Howard University, Tennessee State University, Clark Atlanta University, Florida A&M University, and Talladega College. Contact us at info@perfecttimesap.com for details.
Shirley Liu has been in the financial services industry for over 20 years and is committed to securing your financial future through sound financial planning, education, and even training for those who want to start a career in financial services. Through innovative retirement, savings, and educational programs powered by First Financial Security Incorporated, Shirley Liu and her team prepare you to thrive with your money. Accredited by the BBB, Shirley Liu Finance is safe and sound investing.
And we are back, and boy, are we excited. Oh my goodness, we have the Furlough Cheesecake sisters right here in studio, Nikki Howard and Jaqi Wright.
Yeah.
We're so excited to have you. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
So excited. We all here know your story, and just so first of all, so proud of you,
Yes.
being that we're right here in the DMV. And this segment is really what this is all about. And so I would love for you all to share your story.
Thank you for having us. So I am Nikki, and this is my big sister Jaqi, and we found ourselves in the midst of a furlough, like 800,000 plus employees and contractors. And the furlough didn't just affect those federally employed individuals, it affected the whole community. So cab drivers were affected, beauticians were affected, you know, people didn't get their paychecks, so it spilled over into the community. And we just found ourselves kind of, it's funny because the business really happened organically.
Wow.
We didn't do it all the way on purpose, but God has a way of bringing those
Amen.
things together, right?
At all on purpose.
Yes.
There was no intent at all to start a business. We
Wow.
were thinking that we were going to find ourselves looking for something to do. I actually didn't even know how long it was going to last.
Right.
Honestly, I've been through furloughs before, so it was just like, they'll be back. But this sister right here
Yes.
decided to donate cheesecakes to our church's New Year's Eve service.
Wow.
And her act of obedience in doing that is what led me to have it,
Yeah.
for our mom to eat it
Yes.
and say, this thing is so good.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. And it just went off from there, right? You were like,
Really,
okay, we
literally.
need to sell it, and that's exactly what you started doing. But boy, oh boy, when the media got a hold of it, that was the magic. Ellen, CNN, MSNBC, Oprah Magazine, Essence, like you all have just done it all, and just to say that, wow, we did this is amazing.
It is so surreal.
It is surreal.
Because we were just literally baking cheesecake. Literally.
Wow.
We
Oh
were
my
just
God.
making cheesecake, and it's good to have young people in your corner because my daughters, you know, they know the whole social media and they're
Right.
very savvy. So it was their idea, and we knew we had to do something to
Right.
kind of get people to hold on to it. And
Right.
we're so blessed to have a welcoming circle around us and our family holding us down all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
So, but the wildfire.
I'm gonna tell you.
We didn't quite calculate it that way, though we dreamed that way. When we started it out, I mean, I remember going, at the time my sister was in St. Mary's County. And I remember driving all the way over there, and she's making cheesecakes. And I'm sitting at the computer, and we're putting together an email. A friend in radio said to send to the station manager. So that was the first written thing that we did. We collaborated and did it together, and then we said, okay, is it good? Yeah. We CC'd our friend, and we hit send. Didn't hear nothing back. By the next day, I'm like, I'm going to start sending this thing out. And we started literally going through the internet and pulling off email addresses off the internet.
Wow.
We didn't have anybody really inside to tell
Right.
us who to talk to at the radio. The first I started with the print, and one person responded from the Post and said he was on his way. And before I could get excited, he was like, "Oh, things changed. You have something else to do." I
Wow.
said, "Oh, okay." Then I took that same message and changed the
Yes.
name and sent it to, when I say tips at WJLA, sent
Right.
the same letter.
Yeah.
Sent it to them. The very first television station we sent it to was ABC7, and they called within 5 minutes before I could send it to anybody else.
Wow.
And I picked, and they said, "We're on our way."
Wow.
I'm like, "Right now?"
I love it.
Right
Say right now.
I'm still in my pajamas. Right. And sending messages while she's in the kitchen cooking in St. Mary's County. I call. I said, "WJLA is on the way."
Wow.
She said, "I'm on my way." It took her over an hour to get to me. But thankfully they were setting up. But that's literally how it started.
Wow.
And then when they left, I sent it to NBC. NBC called and we did an interview with them the next day. Then the next day with CNN.
Yes.
Literally in 10 days of business, we had covered all the local.
That's crazy.
That's amazing.
And then Ellen.
And then
Yes.
Alan.
But the cheesecakes are divine. When I tell
have
you
to
the
have
hype is
one.
real, you will. Pop up shop, guys. Pop up shop right after the show. So if you're in this local area, 5210 off Road Suite 103, you do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, the hype is real.
It is. I can say that because I didn't come up with this recipe.
Right. It is real.
And I'm a foodie. I like
Yes.
to eat. So yes, the reaction that she got
Yes.
was literally very, very, very real. Sorry.
Yes.
It was real because it really did that to me. I'm not a cheesecake girl.
Me either.
Me
I
either.
like cake
Right.
and icing.
That's me.
But that cheesecake, I'm just saying, it made me
You're
so
telling the
happy
truth.
on New Year's Day. It really did. You know, when things
Yes.
are chaotic around
Right.
us, sometimes we do come for eating. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that we should.
Right.
But I know in that space where we were going through what we were going through with no paychecks in sight, having
Yes,
spent
Lord
money on
have
Christmas
mercy.
gifts, not knowing how we were going to pay for that.
Right.
Her daughter's tuition was due. They didn't care we were on furlough.
No.
And it was just like,
Wow.
what? But I promise I forgot all.
Yes. I love it.
That's sweet potato cheesecake.
I
Sweet
love
potato.
it.
Sweet potato
Uh-oh.
cheesecake.
I love it.
So what's next? Like, have you left your government job? Is this it? Like, what's next for y'all? Because at some point, we're lucky to have you here now.
Right.
We might not, y'all might be gone, move to California. So
This is home.
this is home. All right.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
We're not going anywhere.
That's awesome.
It's funny because the sky is the limit, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, growing up in this area, you get your good government job, and you know, that's kind of what you get into the monotony of this paycheck, this constant check. But then you forget somebody's still pulling the strings. Somebody's still in control.
Hello.
And when they then tell you can't go to work, we just wanted to go to work.
Right.
And they tell us
Right.
we couldn't go to work. So we have left our good government jobs.
Yes.
It was definitely a leap of faith because it's good government jobs.
Right.
This cheesecake is been a whirlwind, and it's a good thing. And we're just gonna keep going. We are excited because we are in Walmart.
Yes.
So we
Yay.
9 months.
Yes.
We are in our local DMV Walmarts, and they are select stores, and we're working with Walmart to kind of expand it a bit. We know there's a lot of people who've been looking
Yes.
for our cheesecakes, and they send us messages, and they're like, okay, I done called the store, it's not there, I'm looking. So we're going to release a visual that shows kind of which stores, and Walmart is willing to work with us. But 9 months, and we're literally there now.
so
We got our first confirmation
Yes.
of purchase
This weekend.
Yes.
and it's so surreal. We're in Walmart.
I know.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna keep going. We're just gonna see.
Awesome. We're very happy for you guys. Thank you. Yes.
Such an inspiration to a lot of people who are scared to launch out into the deep with their businesses, you know, because you don't know what's going to happen. But with your steadfast faith and saying, "Hey, I can do this," look at you now. You know, look at if we would continue to push and persevere through, you know, the scary times and the not known of what's going to happen in business, you know. Am I going to be able to go and, you know, get a tank of gas?
Come on.
You know, because gas is expensive. And or am I going to be able to feed or pay tuition? You know, this is really, really such an inspirational story to so many entrepreneurs who are just starting in business or in their, you know, midway segue in starting their business, you know, just to continue to move forward, you know, keep the faith. Don't stop. You went and you found everybody's email address online yourself. You didn't hire anybody to do it. You did it yourself. And sometimes as entrepreneurs, that's what we have to do. You know, we have to get down to the nitty gritty and get it done.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me just tell you something about what you said. Taking a leap of faith doesn't mean that fear is absent.
That's right.
Yes.
It just means that you're overriding it.
Yes.
So we literally held hands, put the blood of Jesus on it, and jumped out there. But sometimes knees still knock.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
That's for
So
sure.
I say, one of the things I heard a preacher say years ago that I live by, do it afraid.
You have
Just
to.
do it. It doesn't mean that fear disappears when you take a leap of faith.
That's right.
It just means override it. Override it and just press forward. And we still get knees knocking.
Yeah.
Mercy.
They knock together though.
I love it.
They knock
You got
together.
somebody
I
to knock
love
them with.
Yes,
I
it's
love it.
funny because this is like we have been besties since I can remember.
Wow.
And even though, you know, big sister get mad at you a bit when she get older and she don't want little sister
Right,
tagging
right.
along. Look, she
We
was
were
still
young.
my best friend. I don't know if I was hers. But it's funny because I couldn't imagine this trip without her.
Right.
And although we thought we were twins and we realized not so much.
Who are you?
But it's good to have you right beside me, kind of that ride or die thing.
Yes.
Because we roll up our sleeves and do it all.
Yes.
From the
right.
cooking to the shipping to the, you name it, we're doing it, to answering all the emails, social media, you know. We had 10,000 emails in our inbox.
Wow.
And so, you know, we had our girls and we had a little bit of assistance at one point, but we have to do it all.
Right.
And people look and say, oh, they've been on Ellen. They got, you know, somebody sent us a brochure about some mansion, and we need to
We received that, though.
No, we receive it, but starting a business, everything goes right back in the business.
That's right. Absolutely.
So we're living, you know, cheesecake to cheesecake. But
Girl,
Right.
say that.
thank
Ooh, that's
you,
a t-shirt.
thank you.
Yes.
I know cheesecake.
I love them.
But thank you, God, He's making a way, and if that means He's going to provide daily manna,
Yes,
and we just
He
wake
is.
up
That's
and
it.
see what's in front of
Ooh,
us,
that's uncomfortable.
then that's what we're going to do. But it's fun, and we know we're building a legacy, and we know that pot of gold is right on the other side of this pasture we got to walk through.
We do.
But God has got it, and
And
we.
sometimes he don't tell us, and thank God he don't tell us
That's right.
everything.
Right.
He gives you just enough to make the decision he's telling you to make.
Right.
And you make that decision, then you go, and then he shows you see something else unfolding. You're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that.
Right.
But he knew not to tell us everything at one time, and at least me.
Well, let me ask you, did God tell y'all anything about maybe a chocolate cake coming?
We have some fun stuff now. We have a whole lot of good stuff on the horizon.
Okay.
A whole lot of fun stuff. So right now we have our original and our sweet potato.
Okay.
And both of those are in Walmart in the individual serving size. You have to get the full cheesecake still on our website at thefurloughcheesecake.com. Then we're going to have
My favorite.
banana pudding cheesecake.
Oh.
And when I say that, it's life. It's just, oh my God. And then we have a lemonade cheesecake.
Wow.
And we have, for our pop-ups, we have some fun things happening. We kind of can do some special things with slices. We have, and we haven't titled this one. It's a cookies and cream kind of thing, but it's not really your traditional cookies and cream. It's just
Nothing
fantastic.
traditional.
Yeah, we do our stuff a little different.
Ooh, I'm
but
gonna get one for my husband.
it's so,
Oh,
yeah, see, and the holidays are coming, so we're
Yes,
encouraging people to go
absolutely.
ahead, and we know the sweet potato cheesecake, it's going to be one of those things, so we're encouraging people to go ahead and do it. We got
Wow.
some fun things,
I
including
love
chocolate.
Exciting.
Chocolate is coming.
Yes.
Alcoholics have spoken.
Yes. Thank you.
So we have just a brief clip of when you guys were on Ellen that we're going to show, and you all didn't know that you were actually going to be on there. Which is so fun. What did they tell you?
So there's a whole process, you know. You just don't wake up and you're sitting in front of Ellen. So there's a process. And they're very good at getting you through the process. And when I say we were surprised, we
Yes, I could
literally,
tell.
we were sitting in the kitchen and we were at Jaqi's house and we were sitting there and we were actually playing and being silly like we
Right.
always
It was
are.
funny. I was like,
Y'all didn't see that.
Thank God you didn't see what was before what we were doing, because we were literally just, you know, they make you comfortable and they're really good at what they do. They really are. So we didn't have a clue.
Wow.
And so
Wow.
when we heard her, I don't even think that I really knew when I heard her voice that was really her.
Wow.
And this
That
was
was
At least you saw
That
her.
was so
you
funny.
stood up.
Glasses.
When
Y'all
you
without my
stood up.
glasses. I see the beautiful melanin here, but not really features. Like if you had your eyes closed.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I stood up, it was because I really
You couldn't see. Wow. All right, guys, let's take a look at the clip, just a few seconds of it, because it was hilarious. So we're going to take a look.
The current government shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history, and thousands of federal employees have had to go without pay for nearly a month. Around here, we keep trying to think of ways to help at least a few of the people that are going through this. I heard about two sisters outside of Washington, D.C., who decided to do something about it, and I wanted to meet them. Here is Nikki and Jaqi, and they work for the government. They both are huge fans of the show. We can see them. They can't say me, but when I say go, I'm going to surprise them using Cisco technology. Here we go. Go. Hello, ladies. Hi. Hi. Hi there.
Ellen! Oh, that's you! Do you see us?
Hi. Surprise. So you both work for the government. What do each of you do?
I work for the FDA for recruitment and outreach. Mm-hmm. I work for the Department of Justice. I'm an analyst.
All right. So you've been out of work since December 22nd, which is, what is that doing to your families? I mean, this is really outrageous to all of us, but just watching from the outside. But what's it doing to you?
It's been horrible. Bills are due. We can't use our furlough. letter to take out, get groceries. I have a college student. My daughter, she's going back to school soon, and I got to get tuition, make tuition, and our husbands right now, both of our husbands are unable to work, so it's been really, really rough.
Yeah. Wow.
Really hard.
Hopefully something changes soon. I'm so sorry you're going through this, but tell everybody the company that you started to try to make money during the shutdown. This is fantastic. And how did it start?
Well, it's called the Furlough Cheesecake, and it happened on New Year's Day. My sister had sent cheesecake home with me, and I ate a slice, and I forgot about the furlough. I forgot about bills. I forgot about everything. I got lost in how good it is. I'm the eater. And my mom came down, and I gave her a slice. She did the same thing. My mom said, "It's so good, you can sell it." And I sat up straight. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. We can sell it, sister. And she said, "I'm on furlough." I said, "Let's call it the Furlough Cheesecake."
The Furlough Cheesecake.
And that's where it happened.
Wow, wow, wow. Was that not fun? Yeah. You all were so surprised, and I loved it.
Yes,
oh my
the initial reaction was awesome.
Just a blessing. You all are blessed, and I'm just so grateful for you. So grateful. Oh my God. So where can people reach you? Where can they follow you? Where can they find out where your pop-up shops are? Please give them all the information.
So our website is thefurloughcheesecake.com, and on our homepage you can subscribe, and if you go put your email address in, then you can get all of the information. We send out a lot of blasts. You get our calendar of events. You can go follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and the easiest way I would say is Google us, because we're at the Furlough Cake and the Furlough Cheesecake. But if you Google, then you'll be able to get to everything. And we just launched our YouTube channel. Her son is a genius. He's a media genius. So we have 2 fun videos where you can see just an intro of how we got to where we are, and then some reactions to the cheesecake. So we have...
They're all not paid. That's
right. We have some fun reactions to people tasting cheesecakes. We've had people who don't like cheesecake, who eat the cheesecake. We've had vegans who actually tasted our cheesecake and broke, and I was scared, they were Tommy. Right. So, people just enjoy it, and we need to smile. My goal when I made the cheesecake for New Year's, we were in a sticky, tough situation. I just wanted people to smile. And so to see the reactions and see people smiling, it's just big time for me. So, all those people who say I'm watching my weight and I'm doing it, and I get it, but everything in moderation.
Right.
And it was meant to make you smile. And you can always put it in the freezer. It freezes very well.
It freezes well.
Very well.
But let me tell you, I was smiling on Friday night. The hype is real. I am vouching for that. So guys, again, in just about 10 minutes, pop-up shop right here at Urban Style Media, I tell you. Jaqi, Nikki, we thank you, and we are so proud of you coming from the DMV. We're so excited for you.
So sweet.
Yes, absolutely. So guys, we're going to take another quick break. We're going to end with our last segment, but you definitely want to get over here. You have about 10 more minutes. 5210 Off Road, Camp Springs, Maryland, Suite 103. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back. gosh, we are back, guys. Just such amazing guests today from Miss Tameika Devine and the Furlough Cheesecake sisters, Nikki Howard and Jaqi Wright. We are just so grateful. It was just wonderful, wasn't it?
It was
ladies?
awesome.
Oh my God. So our last segment, this is where we give a shout out to small business owners and entrepreneurs. Today, I'm going to shout out Blossom's Boutique, which is where I met the Cheesecake sisters on Friday night. Small business owner Inga Toy Jackson, just a beautiful space at Tanger Outlet. So those of you in the DMV, check out Blossom's Boutique. She's in Suite 260 in Tanger Outlets. Just beautiful garments. She has a nice little sale going on now, so you definitely want to catch her in Tanger Outlets. And Miss Sharon Lawrence, who are you shouting out today?
With all humility, I am shouting out myself.
Yes!
Because I'm like, this self-carepreneur works hard.
Yes.
And so I really wanted to talk a little bit about what it is I'm doing. As people know, I have a private practice. I'm doing therapy. However, I do trainings and I also speak. And so when I'm out there speaking, I'm trying to highlight the importance of self-care, mental health, and healthy relationships. And with trainings, I'm training clinicians and clergy to work with couples. But I have a couple of things that are coming up. I'm going to be doing some CEU courses, which means continuing education units for people who are licensed. So look out for that, because we all need training. We all need to keep our skills up. And so I'm excited about that. But I'm also going to be speaking. But on top of that, I want people to know I'm looking for other opportunities to speak. So please get me in there so I can share this important information about how to keep your mind right. And so I just want people to be able to know how to find me. Well, they know because we always here. But I'm on social media, so I'll give all that information at the end. But I wanted to kind of just say, hey, I'm hardworking over here, and I want to share the wealth.
Yes, absolutely.
Sailor Wellness.
Sailor Wellness.
Yes.
Crystal Peace.
Today's small business shout out will be to the Ultimate Fitness LLC. Just on September the 12th, which the owner is Darrell Davis, who so happened to be my son.
Yes.
He is a personal trainer here in the DMV area. He works very hard, and he teaches everybody that he comes in contact with on self-care, how to eat right, how to exercise when you're at work, some of the things that you could do to kind of help keep your heart rate up. So I want to give him a shout out, because 7 years ago on September the 12th, he started at Gwynn Park High School in the parking lot. He only had one person that he was training at that time, and now he has a little over 75 people that he's training. So he's located in Fort Washington, Maryland. You can hit him up. He's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Ultimate Fitness LLC. Congratulations.
Congratulations. We got to get him one here.
Yes.
And Miss Linette Michelle Howard.
So as a makeup artist, I'm going to shout out a young entrepreneur. She is a single mom. She has 2 kids. She's in her early 20s, and she has started selling lashes that I have on right today.
Okay, awesome.
And I love her, and I'm going to help her as much as I can get her business out. You can find her on Instagram. Her name is Minx by Nomi. Her name is Naomi Tolan, but you can find her on Instagram at Minx by Nomi. So that's Minx, M-I-N-K-S by B-Y Nomi, N-O-M-I.
I love it. That is our business spotlight for this segment. And now we're going to share how you can follow each one of us, and again, any upcoming events that you may have.
Yes, well, I'm on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel is at My Sailor Wellness. I'm also on LinkedIn as Sharon J. Lawrence. And my upcoming events is the quarterly networking event for mental health professionals and students on at Bowie State University on this Saturday, September 21st from 10 to 2. You must register. And then also on October 12th, the same day as your birthday. Yes, October 12th, I'll be in New Jersey at the First Baptist Church of Linden. And so I'm excited about that. And that's going to be from 10 to 2 as well. It's something about that time,
I know, right? Awesome. Crystal.
So for me, you can follow me on Facebook at the Peace Group, LLC, Twitter, as well as Instagram. My upcoming events is my book signing that will be launched on October the 12th at 7925 Old Branch Avenue from 2 to 4:30 p.m. And you never know, the pop-up shop Cheesecake.
I know that's right. I
That's right. Okay, so I am Extreme Beauty. My name is Linette Michelle Howard. You can find me on Facebook at Extreme Beauty MUA and on Instagram, Extreme Beauty MUA.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And Perfect Time SHP, my publishing company, we have 3 books coming out, all in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks. We have You Don't Know Our Stories from Trials to Triumph, Volume 2, which will be released, as well as It's Okay Not to Be Okay will be released as well. And then the HBCU Experience Anthology, the North Carolina A&T edition, will be coming out in just a few weeks. So definitely, guys, we want to say thank you for joining us, our viewing audience, as well as our amazing guests today, Miss Tameika Devine and the Cheesecake Furlough sisters, Nikki Howard and Jaqi Wright. On behalf of our guest host, Linette Michelle Howard, host Crystal Peace, as well as host Sharon Lawrence, we want to say thank you. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as always, the bigger the dream, the harder the grind. Push, pray, but continue to grind. It's all business.